The NCAA tournament begins in the first four in Dayton with Mount St. Mary's versus American. This is a game between two very ugly offenses. Mount St. Mary's was the MAC champion, not just the MAC champion, but the double A MAC champion. They 22 and 12 on the year, 250th on KenPom. American slightly better per the analytics. American is the 237th best team on KenPom. They won the Patriot League with three consecutive wins in their conference tournament. KenPom expects a close 1 point game. Give me a reason to believe in either of these teams.
Oh, well, I mean, you're asking for a lot here. But I'm gonna try my best here. Um, Look, I think these are two teams that you could make an argument for, obviously, given how they got into the tournament. They're on a streak of winning basketball games. It's two ugly offenses. We know that's going to be part of this. That's not something you can deny. Mount St. Mary's, the uglier of the offenses, I might add, is they're closer to the 300s, where you look at America and they're right around 252, so you're feeling a little better about that. But then on the other flip side of that, Mount St. Mary's is a bit better defensively than American is. So, um, it's a game that I think it's bound to be extremely ugly, as some of these first four games are going to be between seeds that are at this point, which makes me shift to possibly what team maybe has more of a star player kind of approach to it, which to me, that would be more so like the Matt Rogers of American, correct?
Yeah, I think Matt Rogers is the star in this game. That's my
Right.
interpretation from the research that I've done on both teams. Rogers is a great player, fifth year guy at American, post player that can step out and shoot it. He is a very high volume 3 point shooter, shoots 8, 7, 6, 5 attempts in a game, but he also really gets it done inside. He has a bazillion Ken Palm MVPs since January 1st this year, like more than half of his games. He's been the Ken Palm MVP based on what he's done. He's trying to get you 20 a night, and Americans' offense is entirely dependent on it. Like they're the 252nd best offense in the sport with a superstar that does everything. Um, to me, not a great matchup from him, from what I can tell, because the one thing that Mount St. Mary's is good at is really internal defense and size and rebounding. Like they're
Hmm.
they're a good defensive rebounding team. They're top 100 in 2 point percentage defense. So I don't know. To me, that's something I don't really love if you're trying to expect one post guy to go win you a game.
Right. I mean, you look at how I love using the Evan Mia individual skill projection grades with players. All of Matt Rogers' stuff is like high inside things, like 2 point range, getting to the rim. He's a player that's turnover prone, which I don't know. The one thing that I think, like you pointed out, that can negate that, a lot of his scoring volumes from 2 point range. I think that Mount St. Mary's can do enough defensively to make things tough on him, possibly cause him turnovers with some doubles or something like that. And it's going to be tough to score on this team at the rim, which points to this game just being extremely ugly. But at the same time, I have a hard time not backing the team that has the star player to star, even if it does go against, kind of what he does best.
Yeah, the fact that there is a star here at all is noteworthy in a game like this, right? So I
Right.
don't blame anyone who goes that route and just says, "Yeah, give me American because Matt Rogers is great." The one thing I will say, both these teams shit the bed in their biggest opportunities this year. Like you saw American at North Carolina. Obviously, North Carolina didn't end up great, but lost by 52 points in that game, gave up 107. Mount St. Mary, same thing at Maryland. They had a chance, lost by 34. At Georgetown, lost by 28. These are two truly bad basketball teams that I don't really think have any business being in the NCAA tournament. They just won their conference league and got the auto qualifier and got where they deserved in Dayton. So, yeah, we'll see. There's one result for both that is somewhat indicative of like maybe they could compete with a good team. Mount St. Mary's lost by 8 against George Mason. That was a really ugly game, slow possession game. And George Mason is a team that I thought was pretty good in the A10. They played in the A10 championship game. And then on the American side, They did play High Point close. High Point's a mid-major everybody loves. Lost by only 7 on the road at High Point back in November. So I'm pointing to 7 and 8 point losses against good mid-majors. That's all there is to inspire hope here. So I don't know. Without further ado, Card, I think we should just get to a prediction here. Hope for some chaos. Hope for a close game. That's about all you're going to get from this one, I think. Ken Palm likes American by 1 point. Are you taking the team with the superstar?
Yeah, I'm gonna take American in this one because of Matt Rogers, and also because I think you and I repeated the fact that this is gonna be an ugly basketball game like numerous times. Um, so I'm gonna take the team that plays slower, a lot slower, in American in that case to win the ugly game with the star player.
So from a betting perspective, I'm playing the under in this game. I think 6:40 p.m. tip, maybe like a 53 to 49 game. Both these offenses stink, and the one defense can kind of hang with Matt Rogers, I think. Just to be on the opposite side of you, give me Mount St. Mary's.
What, just because you want to be on the opposite side of me?
Pretty much. Why not? I want to go head to head with you game one instead of be aligned on game one.
A way to set the tone.
The Mount, baby, stand up. We'll have a recap up of this horrible basketball game.